It's art shoot time with your host, Mrs. Lair.
Hello and welcome to Art Shoe Time with Mrs. Lair. I'm your host, Mrs. Lair, and we are inside of my Art Shoe studio. So last week we explored objects. I saw many of your objects you posted. Thank you for your creative, thoughtful objects you chose. Some of you chose some really creative ones. One of my favorites was a actual sewing machine table. I also saw some personal items like a baptismal candle and some personal gifts from grandparents and friends. Very interesting and special treasures. Now, if you chose something that you think, didn't really put a lot of thought into, no problem. You can definitely go back and choose a different object, and that's fine. I think that's actually part of the creative process is changing your mind, exploring, thinking, going deeper, pushing yourself to explore more and think deeper, okay? So, with that in mind, I decided between my two objects, remember I had the magnifying glass and the coffee grinder, I decided to explore this magnifying glass. I love it because of the fish handle. It's very old. This was my husband's grandmother's. So I don't even know the story behind it really, but I can imagine, and that's part of the fun about this assignment. Now, what we're going to do this week is just explore and think about your object for our next step, which is the creative process. I'm going to show you our art menu. This week, you may choose one of the following to explore. Now, this is going to be your final project, but this week is still your thinking and sketching phase. And then starting next week, we'll start our final project. You may choose one of the following. An observational drawing. That is when you draw what you see. The next choice would be to create a portal to another place. This could be real or imaginary. Now, this might be where you take a photograph of your object and then you flip it up, and underneath the photograph would be the secret place that your portal will take you. Or it might be part of your drawing. You might draw your portal or maybe a map. So have that in mind when you're thinking and you're ideating. How are you going to portray a portal or a secret place through your object? All right. Another choice on the menu would be an alter ego or a secret life. Does your object come alive at night? Does your object have a secret life? Is he or she or it a special talisman, like a good luck charm? Think about how your object can protect you or maybe cause mischief in your house. What is its secret life or alter ego? Next on our list is a comic or a story. This could be illustrated through visually, like on your sketchbook. You could draw a comic about your object, or you could even push yourself to make it into a puppet or for a movie or stop motion. This would be challenging, but I know a lot of you have apps on phones or iPads that you can make a stop motion movie with your object. Okay? And last, you can mix it up. You can do two or more of the options. That means that you might choose to do an observational drawing and a comic about it. Okay? Or maybe an observational drawing and a portal. Okay? You can mix up two or more. That would be a super big challenge. Now, let me show you what I've done so far in my sketchbook to get you thinking about what you might be doing this week. I'm going to choose actually two. I think I'm going to do an observational drawing and a portal. So right now I'm just thinking, I'm planning, I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but this is what it looks like in my sketchbook for my thinking and planning stage. I did a quick sketch of my object, and now I want to explore portals. Now, I started thinking about where I would want to go. Now we've been in lockdown, so I'm really anxious to get out on vacation. So I was thinking about this fish, and it reminded me of the beach and the ocean or water. I listed ocean, water, then I went Hawaii, Maine, Ireland, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and Norway. These are places I've been and places that I really enjoy. And when I look at that fish, it reminded me of those places. So I kind of starred some of my two favorites that I'm thinking of right now. Things could change, but I starred Hawaii, and I did a quick sketch of like a palm tree, and then I did a quick sketch of Cape Cod with my lighthouse. So you just show me your object and talk about your plan, okay? So you can either show me your plan, tell me your plan, okay? And have fun this week exploring objects.
This is the second week of our objects unit. You may choose one or more of the options off of the art menu this week and plan your final project. This could be done in your sketchbook, or you can explain your thinking on Seesaw. Remember, this is not your final project. We are in the envisioning and planning stage of our creative process. When sharing your ideas or plans on Seesaw, you may want to use the following sentence frame. My object is a I plan on creating Have a great week and see you next week.